many of you, I'm actually going to be reading through the Book of Mormon in different sections. And after each section, I will provide my reaction over a series of videos. And I know that some of you are asking that I turn the camera off and I just read it cover to cover and then to pray and ask whether it's true. But I think it's really important to keep in mind that I am an evangelical pastor and I'm not necessarily taking the same approach that one would take, say, if a missionary showed up at someone's door and gave them a Book of Mormon. I'm in a process of learning about Latter-day Saint faith, and I am wanting to pursue what is true, but a lot of this is more out of a desire to understand than it is necessarily out of a desire for me to consider whether or not I'm going to embrace the Book of Mormon or not.
That's an interesting position. I mean, as a former missionary, a lot of the investigators in the church are exactly in that position that he's expressing. Not always are investigators saying, hey, I want to make a decision on joining the church or not. Many times when contacts are made and referrals are given, it's just, hey, I'm interested. Help me understand more what the church is about, what the Book of Mormon's about, and, help me expand my understanding. And that's a decent enough place to start. So really don't really have an issue with his position there. If that's his desire, that's a very common place to start, and just, hey, wanting to be knowledgeable. I've read parts of the Quran. I've studied it. I've also studied Hebrew related scriptures, primarily I've studied the Judaism texts, and then also a bunch of other texts from different religions, just to get a broader understanding of what the ideas are out there. And, I'm a member of the church because I have found the gospel to provide the most amount of knowledge, the most amount of spiritual impact in my life. And at the end of the day, that the Spirit has told me that the Book of Mormon is true, and therefore the church is true, because Joseph Smith was called of God to restore the gospel here on earth.